are here. Oh! Yeah, let's give it some time. Let some people float in. I know I said that I would be live around like 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I decided that I would go live just a fraction early here. One, because I have a couple of things that I'm going to have to do this evening, so we're just going to start things off pretty quickly here. So I got some interesting stuff that we'll take a look at. I thought about taking a look at the application that's called Glue Words. Glue Words. It's an odd one. Hold on a second. I do want to take a look at one thing, though. Let's make sure that I just asked you guys, is the audio good here? Because, once again, I'm not using this microphone that's on my headset now. So, and what's up to everyone? We got people floating in really fast here. We got Bobcat Collins. Haven't seen you in a long time, man. What is up, man? G-Farm 1MG. We got G-Farm 1MG here in the stream. Elaine Rice, Phone Queen. Really good stuff, man. Awesome to see people floating in so quickly here. So I feel like this is a solid topic here, and I know, of course, we're revisiting an old application here, but I've heard that the profits for Yoolotto are actually on the rebound here, which is information that you guys really do need to know. So the question is, are the profits actually coming back for Yoolotto? And audio is good. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. So we'll take a look at the Yoolotto application today. Like I said, I was going to look at an application that's called Glue Words, but I can't even say. And it's set up for people that are out in Mexico, so that's actually really cool. If you're outside of the United States, it looks like you can take advantage of that application, so that's really awesome stuff. But I kind of noticed with that application, it had advertisements that popped up the second that you loaded up the app. So to be able to earn with the application, you had to go past advertisements. I don't particularly like apps like that, so I felt like this is a much better topic. So I want to go into some useful information here, which if we can, let's put this up. Let's minimize that so we can make it over here to the sidebar. And let's go over to my transaction history for Yoolotto. And I want to get this information right out at the beginning here for people that come to these streams and they don't want to sit through like an hour of conversation here, but they want the useful information. We're going to put it out right at the beginning for everyone. If you notice right here, I do have a ridiculous amount of referring bonuses. So this is the one thing to say. I have not been running the Yoolotto applications. I haven't run a single one of them. And if you notice here, this is a testimony to that fact. But someone out there, of course, was nice enough to use my referral code. And now we can see that people are still actively earning with the Yoolotto application. So it looks like people out there have not fully gave up on this app. So it kind of makes you think. It makes you think. Maybe some people are actually out here still using this application and they're actually making some okay money. So all of this is all referral bonuses here. And in fact, whenever I stopped using this application, I was sitting at like $2. So I've earned like $3 worth of referral bonus earnings here. It's gotten me up to a $5 cash out here with Yoolotto. So kind of crazy stuff there. But if I was to go down this transaction history, it would go all the way down to like the $2 amount, and you would see nothing but referring bonus. In fact, I could just scroll and keep going and keep going. So I want you guys to know that the information that that's out here right now is Yoolotto is paying just a fraction better. So I have not seen many brand new applications that have popped up on the scenes. There's been a few, but once again, not too many really solid apps. The most recent thing that I heard about that was actually really good was that Yahoo Play application that you had mentioned, Amanda. It's a pretty solid application. So I know some people have been able to cash out like $5 every single week. They're cashing out an easy $5 out of that app. So that was solid info. See what we have here. DTube is great for videos. I've had four videos recently made $10 in Steam on each one. So at Bitcoin Jake, I'm over at DTube, but I tried to get started over there, and for whatever reason, it just really didn't kick off for me. Like YouTube has kicked off for me, so. But I might go take a second look. I was actually thinking about this yesterday as well. I was like, maybe I should look into BitTube as well and check out BitTube once again, because a lot of people have been raving that BitTube is actually really decent, and I have not checked my earnings over at BitTube. So that may end up turning into something that I actually do tonight. So DTube is great for videos. Got that. I'm doing 15 a week. Missed a comment. Had a few 1.0 ads last night running you, but I just moved, so I thought I'm going to have to scroll up here. Guys, Phone Farming Fridays, I'm telling you, we will be back with this very, very often on this channel. I want to get to it every single week. It's been very crazy keeping up. Think about it. We have to talk about this too, for sure. Think about how many uploads I've done on 2 different channels, and we're on the right path here. We really are. Like, the main channel, maybe it's not getting the views that I want to, but I'm getting brand new attention to my channel, which is really awesome. And also, we are about 1/4 of the way to being able to monetize this channel on YouTube. So it's phenomenal. This channel is headed towards monetization. And I really believe that come the end of this year, I will have this channel monetized. And of course, we will be back right on track with everything that I'm doing with my main channel. So I have no doubt in my mind. If you want, man, all you guys that came over to this brand new channel, you are so awesome. 1.0 ads last night running you, but I just moved, so I thought it was just the new IP. Yeah, I mean, this is what I've heard. The Yoolotto is paying a lot better than what it used to, so got endless routes in the stream. Man, I watched your video today. I watched your video. Cash, I really enjoy the content on your other channel. The topics are very interesting. Dude, I seriously, sincerely appreciate that. Because endless, like, on a, like, I guess like a personal level here, man. I have really tried very hard to come up with brand new, just very different types of content. And I've put a lot of work in. I really have. So it's been one of the most difficult things that I've had to do as a content creator, to try and take my channel and kind of start following along the lines of popular creators here on YouTube. And if you look at my channel, you can see that's exactly what I'm doing with my main channel. I'm trying to follow along with some of the bigger YouTubers. So, and I just feel like by doing that, it's one of the smartest things I can do. Just, you know, you've got to follow people that are succeeding. So, you got to follow the people that are succeeding. So, but at the same time, I've tried to make things different too. I've not tried to have all of my videos be like every other channel's video. So we've done some unique stuff along the way as well. Today is a great example of where I uploaded a video, and I'm very happy that it's done as well as it has. The video that I uploaded on my main channel did really well, so yeah, good stuff. Phone paycheck went from 80 to 100 per month. Remember, high-end phones only. That's useful information as well. Guys, like you heard the news about phone paycheck, and it's supposed to have a new option added to phone paycheck to where you can add your own devices to it. So what it sounds like to me is they're trying to unlock it so pretty much anyone can get into that program. And I really hope, I'm crossing my fingers that that's the case, because I have some really decent phones that I could throw at Phone Paycheck, and I want to start using that application very badly. I really want to use Phone Paycheck. And I guarantee there's a handful of people that are in the stream right now that would like to use Phone Paycheck, but they're just having an issue getting on board with it. So, working at it, I like the content. Dude, I really appreciate your positivity. I really do. Try to copy Captain Sparkle's Reddit style some for my Bitcoin videos. That's great, man. Excited, Ecash, I may become a moderator for Mike Chin on Twitch. That would be so epic. That would be so epic. How awesome would that be? I didn't even know that he was on Twitch. I tell you what, definitely link me to his Twitch if you get the time. Link me to his Twitch, because I'd like to check that out. I had no idea he was on Twitch. Post whatever you like, Mr. E. We'll support you either way. It's like I should say this. I can't promise that every single video that I do is just going to be an amazing video, because once again, it's like I'm branching out into this territory of content that I'm learning so much right now. Like, you guys really have no idea. A good example is this. So we did the reaction video. And I'm happy I'm branching out into reaction videos like that. But we did the reaction video to Joker. the teaser trailer. And of course, I got a copyright claim on that video, right? So wait, we'll get into this in just a second. I can kind of understand why I got a copyright claim. I've got the entire trailer is right there in the video. You know, to some degree, and I saw a comment on my video that was talking about the copyright claim system and how people are dealing with this all across the board. I feel like there's a time and a place for a copyright claim to be on your video, and maybe there's not. So, like, I did a copyright on their trailer with. It's kind of crazy, man. Look, those guys, they're not going to make much of any ad revenue out of me. I don't get intense amounts of views on a lot of my videos. I could understand if I had like 100,000 views on each of my videos, if someone came in and did a copyright claim on a freaking reaction video I did to a trailer. I could understand that, but for a video that's going to get, I'll probably be lucky to see 1,000 views on that. Because I've never done content like that before on my channel, I'd be lucky to see 1,000 views. They're going to make maybe $3 out of me. At max, they will make $3 in revenue or $4 in revenue out of that. So, but this is all just, like I said, it's a learning process. And with the fact that I am branching out into content like this, it's, you know, very different from what I've been doing. I've started to learn about how to pick up information for trending topics on YouTube. Like I've been on YouTube for a long time, guys. I had no idea where the trending section was of YouTube. And that's bad, right? That's gotta be bad, man. Okay, we have Big D. Who else is fresh to the chat? I think that's it. But yeah, I had no idea where the trending section was on YouTube. That is pitiful. What I would do is I would type in trending on YouTube to see what was trending. But then I figured out that, of course, on the top left, it's like right there in your face is the trending section of YouTube. So, and now I'm focusing on that. It's like I'm paying very close attention to that. Got somebody new here. What is up, Lazy One? Welcome to the chat. But that's cool to see somebody new. Good stuff, man. But yeah, I'm focusing on, you know, what these larger creators here on YouTube, what they're doing, what's working for them, what is helping them to succeed, and, you know, just kind of trying to follow suit here and just do something different while at the same time trying to make some unique content. Today was a risky video that I uploaded, but it looks like, you know, it was worth it for me to sit here and talk about that topic. You know, the thing is, I always want to relate to my audience, and we've talked about this in the past before too, how I feel like some creators, they really don't care about their fans. They'll act like they care about their fans, but how often do you see a creator that interacts as much as they possibly can with their audience? So, but we won't get off into some crazy stuff here. We won't do that. But yeah, once again, if you're just hopping in here, we've been talking about Yoolotto. And I want to put this information out once again. If you notice here, you can see a ton of referring bonuses that I have here. I have not been running the Yoolotto applications, and you can see whenever I stopped running the Yoolotto applications, I had like $2. So I've earned like $3 from referral bonuses alone. So this is kind of a sign here, and other people are saying the same thing, that Yoolotto is starting to pay a lot better here. So maybe a little better here. But that's actually a good sign. You know, once again, we launched brand new merch over in the Amazon. Over at Amazon, we launched brand new merch. We have a shirt that it says "Phone farming is not dead." So, like I told you guys a while ago, I was like, I will let you know if phone farming has died. I'll tell you flat out that it's died. But until that day comes, you know, you just wait, and then I'll let you know if it's dead. But it's definitely not dead. Proof is in the pudding right here. $3 in freaking referral bonuses alone. So, and this is not me boasting. This is me just showing you. Because I kind of gave up on Yoolotto. I really did. Like, I was like, this might be it for Yoolotto. But man, that's such a good sign. Let's talk to Lazy One here. You said that this is your first time over to a live stream here. Do you phone farm? Are you making money online? What ways do you make money online? Ecash, do you use app-like applications? I checked them out. I actually, one of the, in fact, app-like, I had cashed out with app-like to make sure that that app paid, because I had heard a lot of kind of mixed opinions about the app-like apps. So I wanted to know for sure, you know, were they actually going to pay me out? And one thing that I really wanted to know is if I could run it passively. And that was the thing that was said over at Reddit. People, what's the best way to put it? They said if you tried to run the application passively, there was more of a tendency of them banning you for using the app passive and not interacting with the games. So, but then come to find out, I ran the app passively, because I think you guys know I'm all about how I can make some money with very little effort. So I ran the application passively. I cashed out like a $2 Amazon gift card. It wasn't like it was a ton of work, but if you're asking whether I use the paid to download applications right now, no. I've been trying to focus a lot of my time on the PERK applications and seeing what I can get out of PERK right now. With the fact that Yoolotto went downhill, I really enjoyed Yoolotto. Once again, because it was the most simple thing for me to sit here and work with, and I was still cashing out around like $80 to $100 every single month. And then that kind of plummeted. It went down to me getting, I could tell I was going to get around like $25 for that month. And everybody was saying the same thing, that Yoolotto applications, they're paying less and less. And then that's whenever I hopped out. And of course, that's whenever I also moved. I ended up moving and shut my farm down. And then once I finally got situated here, I've taken the majority of my phones that I've actually made it a point to run have been thrown at a variety of different PERK applications. So some news on that note is I actually shout out to freaking, I don't want to say his name because I don't know if he wants his information divulged for how many phones he has and who he is, etc. So, but he does have 105 smartphones and he runs PERK applications. He says he's making right at $8 a day. Shout out to you if you're watching, man. I think you know who I'm talking about right now. But yeah, he says he's making around $8 a day with the PERK applications. So PERK is still paying. For some people, it's a little difficult, but the money is still there. And I myself, I'm not making around that amount, but I'm not running 105 phones right now. So half of my farm is actually still down. I do have the other half of my farm is actually going. So. But, yeah, I'm easily seeing around $2 to $3 a day out of PERK. So, and once again, I know that's not a lot, but once again, half of my farm is down. I do still have 2 different PERK accounts. So, same here with VIGGLE. Every hour or so, got to reset it. Don't know if you have checked out S'mores, but it's good on Android and pays out. All you do is nothing. Lazy one. I've checked out S'mores, but I use voice over IP. So the issue that I've looked at S'mores and I've heard good things about it, but we've got a long history with that company, man. We've got a long history with AdSim Media, who created S'mores. But man, they really burnt a bridge here, man. I don't think they realize how much of a bridge they burnt. YouTube, man. God, I'm gonna be here for freaking 5, 6, 7 years and then look back at all of these moments, man. I've had some amazing moments here on YouTube. I really have. That's been awesome so far. For the most part. Ecash, have you heard anything since PERK was bought last month? I've noticed that Word has been fixed. No more ad block notices. But other than that, I haven't heard anything. Dude, it's crazy that you say that. Because one of the applications that I've made it a point to not run has been PERK Word Search, because it just acts so terrible for me, man. It always has. I've struggled to get that app to run somewhat passively, and I always had issues with it. So, no, but I mean, I've noticed that for me, I still have issues with the application crashing. So, but other than that, I see less black screens. I don't know if anybody else is having that same experience, but I've seen less black screen with the PERK applications. And I'm curious to hear what other people's experiences are. So I've seen some better situations here with PERK, but still seeing it crash. So And once again, I'm curious to hear, because I learned from you guys too. You really should know that. At this point, I learned a lot from you guys. What's everybody experiencing right now with the PERK applications? Average 3 to 4 a day running 10 phones with PERK. I want our new guy that just came to the stream. I want to know how many phones he has. I'm curious. 3 to 4 a day running 10 phones with PERK. Right, so I'm not seeing those earnings. I'm definitely not, man. I'm not seeing $3 to $4 a day. And maybe the internet connection that I have here is a little different than what I did have. So that may be part of it. That could be part of the reason that my earnings are down for PERK. So, I was making 20 a day, 10 per account. The VIGGLE nerf, man. The VIGGLE nerf. At the end of the day, here's what I would say. Yoolotto is only for people that have a ton of phones. And it's going to remain this way. If maybe it'll change at some point in the future. But right now, Yoolotto is only for people that have an excess amount of phones. And this is kind of what we've always said here. But if you have a ton of phones, you've got plenty of phones for the PERK applications. You have 2 different PERK accounts, and your wife, your husband, whoever, if they're using PERK on one account and you're using PERK on another account, and you have maxed out what you can do, and you feel like at this point you're just wasting the potential of extra phones, this is where Yoolotto comes in. That's where Yoolotto, or some of the paid to download applications, that's where they come in. So $1 a night from PERK word search, the rest of the day 0 points. Dude, I'm telling you, it crashes for me just back to back to back. But once again, I haven't really looked at PERK word search. Not recently. But now I'm going to. We're going to take a look. Someone showed me like a while ago where PERK, the company, it was Rhythm One, right? So Rhythm One, it seems like I've seen an article that said that they had bought PERK quite some time ago. But then I don't know if like this was something that was talked about so long ago. And then finally this company did end up purchasing PERK. But good God, we want to see these applications switch around, man. That's all we want to see. And especially this is a good sign. This is what I'm telling you here. When you see that I've got referral bonus after referral bonus, let me just load more, man. Let's keep going with it. Because look at that. You're telling me that people aren't using the Yoolotto app? Look, and you can see the dates too. Telling me people aren't using the Yoolotto applications right now? I know they are. There's not a doubt in my mind. This is every single day. Referring bonus, referring bonus, referring bonus every single day. So you know people are making money right now with Yoolotto. Flat out. Flat out. Let's see though. Completely agree with that statement. Man, $1.50 to $3 per day. I upgraded my internet as soon as I moved, and I can really see the difference. Where are we gonna be, guys? Where are we gonna be in a year, man? I think you guys that have stuck with me, I'm telling you, man. So, just think about it. Think about it from like my position of being here, and if I can monetize 2 different channels here on YouTube. Oh, man. Do you ever get to this point, guys, where you're just like, the level of stress has mounted up, and you can feel it in your shoulders, you know? You can feel the stress in your shoulders. And then you just feel like you're just wore out. Like, I'm not burned out on YouTube anymore, but I am tired, you know? It's like I'm so tired. What's your favorite app that you use? That's a good question. If I had to say, for me, it's a combination of probably... I'm still an APPTRAILERS fan, man. APPTRAILERS is where I started with PERK. It was the first application that I looked at, and I know a lot of people are going to say VIGGLE. They're going to be like, VIGGLE, VIGGLE, all day long, VIGGLE. But they didn't nerf VIGGLE, I'm just saying. So, AppTrailers is one of my favorite applications. It's semi-passive. It still does crash. The earnings do stop at times, but you know what to expect with the application. The videos they launch, you're gonna make some money out of it. Or I mean, if we were to say back in the day, it would have been rewardable and checkpoints, and I would have put both of those together, and I would have said, you know, they're brother and sister. I would have been like, rewardable and checkpoints are brother and sister. But that's back in the day. So, but if I had to say overall, when I found APPREDEEM, I was like, man, this application is really decent too. So, but there's other reasons why I was like, APPREDEEM is a really good app. There's other reasons for that though, so. PERK at the end of the day is king. You know, flat out. PERK is at the top, so, and they'll probably stay on top. I can't really imagine a company coming in and defeating PERK, you know. Let's talk about Cash Magnet for a second. Cash Magnet has the potential to be just like the most amazing application in the world. It really does. But it's too complicated. People don't want, you know, and I don't mean any offense here, but it is. It's a complicated app for the person that's just starting off in making money this way to start working with. Not like it's super complicated, but it's not like one of the PERK applications where you just go press a button and you leave it alone for a while, and that's all you'll have to do. There's a few different things that you will have to do with the application for it to start earning. So, the 8 phones on app-like apps, 10 phones on PERK, and 4 on Cash Magnet. It's a solid routine. Solid routine. How much are you making, Big D 95822? How much are you making out of the app-like apps right now every single week? Would you say that you're making out of the app-like applications? And I missed a couple of comments up here. Let me come back up. Scrolling up. I upgraded my internet as soon as I moved, and I can really see the difference. Word search never crashes for me. It just stops giving out points around noon for me. Always has crashed for me, man. I'm telling you flat out, and I have no idea what it is with me and freaking word search, but it will freeze. That's one. But once again, I haven't visited this app in some time, and I'm also on a different internet connection. So once again, I'm interested to see what some of these apps are going to be like on my brand new internet connection. I might get my Quick Thoughts account back. They are reviewing it. We shall see. Believe me, I've got some stuff I can say about Quick Thoughts right now. I'm not happy with them. Get a steady $10 every week for Yahoo Play. I haven't tried grinding for 50, but with very little work, I'm at $10 in one day. Make my 2 cash outs and put it down for a week. That's why I've made it a point, break it, make it better, to really work hard on the thumbnail for that video for Yahoo Play. I really wanted people to understand that there was a lot of potential with that application to make money. So, 2 videos a freaking day, bro. God help me. What is the minimum requirements for your mobile phones? I mean software version and some others. For your mobile phones, and I mean software version and some others, says NORAD. Okay, so that's kind of it's a bit of a vague question. But if you're asking what types of phones you would want to pick up, like are you asking like the version of Android? So you want the Android version, what kind of phones you should go after for phone farming is what I'm assuming. Also, you want to make sure that you're in the United States here. There's ways to make some money outside of the United States with paying applications, but the majority of phone farmers are making the majority of money here in the U.S., so it's sad that it's like that, but that is the case. Rhythm 1, the owner of PERK, was bought March the 31st by Taptica. That's what it was. They want to be big enough to compete with Google. Well, we'll say this, Big D. If they really want to be big enough to compete with Google, then hopefully that means that they will start paying us a lot better. Because at the end of the day, Google is paying people a ton in ad revenue. Believe me, I know. I'm a content creator here on YouTube, so I do receive AdSense revenue on my main channel, and they pay out pretty well here. So these applications, if they paid more, can you imagine how many people would branch out? Look at how many people are already looking at phone farming like they want to get into it. Even now, with the news being out there that phone farming is at like its worst time period that it's ever been, there are still people that want to get into this realm of making money. There are still people that are interested in it. We got to talk about Vice here in just a second. Oh, man. I told you guys that they are considering doing an article on phone farming, correct? Huh. Maybe it was I told you guys that I can go ahead and drop this information. I can go ahead and say it. We'll hop into it. Vice is going to do an article on phone farming. And I'm not going to tell you guys when. But I can tell you this. They've been in direct contact with me. And, you know, this is a shout out to them if they are watching my live stream right now. I'm very, very lucky to... hold on. Let's go back to the app here. Oh, no, you guys are going to know my PIN here. I can't do that. We just screwed up, guys. We screwed up big time. We lost our phone. The phone's done, man. Hold on. We can fix this. Alright, we got some technical difficulties. Like I said, I'm a little tired here today, guys. I really am. Let's go ahead and switch off the desktop. Give me a second, guys. I want my phone back. But yeah. So, Vice is doing an article on phone farming. And they have been in direct contact with me. And they've talked about possibly doing a video as well. I don't know if that's going to happen. It is crazy, man. Endless Routes is totally nuts. Totally nuts. The fact that they reached out to me the way that they did. Ridiculous, bro. It really is ridiculous. So, rest assured, there are some interesting things that are still happening out here whenever it comes to this little world of making money. There's some interesting things that are still happening out here. People are still interested. That was the point I was trying to make, is that people are still interested in making money this way. I don't see the interest going away. Let me check some comments here. Guys, I only have so much in me here to like stay live here. I really do. This one I uploaded today. I uploaded yesterday on this channel. And then I think I've uploaded pretty much every single day this week. I've had an upload. I took a day off on the main channel yesterday, but yesterday I uploaded to the new channel. So I've averaged like 4 videos on each channel. Think about that. 4 videos on each channel. If we aren't making much and the random people who just have like one phone on PERK or any other app, how much can the companies be making? They have to be taking a That's such a good point. That really is a good point. They have to do something. I agree with you. In fact, that comment sticks out to me so much right now. They've got to be at this point to where they want to come up with a solution to the fact that people want to make money. And obviously, the ad providers have got to be able to get their advertisements out to people. But I don't know, man. I don't know. And I've said this before. It feels like there are so many different things that are going on behind the scenes right now. That's what it feels like to me. Vice is a news network on YouTube. A giant news network. And they cover a variety of different topics. But I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Motherboard. I'm just going to leave it alone from there. I spilled some major beans that I don't even know if I should have spilled the beans on that. But it'd be crazy, man. Bringing it to the mainstream, you say that would not be good. I don't know, man. How can you say that's not good? I'm going to disagree with you. Well, I understand what you're saying. I'm going to agree and disagree. We'll leave it at that. Okay, so there's two effects that it could have. If it becomes mainstream, it could blow it up and make it better, or it could make it a lot worse. Okay? That's what I should say. If it becomes more mainstream and people decide that they really want to start doing this and they start running the PERK applications, PERK makes a ton of money. The ad providers start making more money. They get their advertisements out there. They know that they're reaching further with this stuff because more people are using their smartphones to make money this way. I don't know about that, bro. I don't know. You wouldn't say that it's ad fraud. Then you would have to say that having an advertisement on the side of your car, you know how some people you can sell the side of your car and put like an advertisement on your car so you can sell that space on your car? So is that ad fraud? So what's the difference between having a bunch of advertisements right here in your home that if your friends were to come over and they'd be like, oh, you got ads playing on these phones. And then they see, for example, they see a brand new type of Fruit Loops that just came out. Like, are you seeing what I'm saying? So it's still advertising. What about me? What about me, for example? If I had all my advertisements right here on my phones playing right there, the phone farm is right there, and it's live, and it's here on YouTube, and how many people would see my phone farm? 22 people. Wouldn't it be safe to say that it's fair for me to have 22 phones, 25 phones running advertisements because 25 people are currently watching my live stream? Right? You see where I'm coming from, right? So they're still driving. I know not everybody is a YouTuber. I get that, but... And I understand where you're coming from. I do. Yeah, so... I've got to defend you to some extent, which would... In doing that, I would have to say... If you have 80 phones here in your home... I don't know, man. There are some legalities behind that, but... I don't know, man. But I don't... This is why, you know, this is why you guys are still here. Because it's like I make sense, man. I really do. But you make sense too, man. I understand that there are some questionable things about this world of phone farming. There's questionable things about the company PERK. You could say that. Why do they not have in their terms and conditions a set device limit? Why are they so vague about that? But like I said, it could have the opposite effect, you know. Maybe these companies, they just don't care. What is there to really crack down on? Is what we're doing really that horrible to run advertisements on phones? And as long as we're following the terms and conditions of these applications, it's really not that like we're doing something awful. We get gift cards, guys, and we get the odd and end PayPal cash outs. So I would hope that if it does get to this point where it becomes a somewhat mainstream thing, if it becomes mainstream like that, that leads to these companies making more money, the ad providers knowing that they will reach more people. Think about it. If there was a phone farm in pretty much, you know, tons of homes all across the United States, they will know that their advertisements are going to reach more people by that happening. Or this could all just shut down, and then the ad providers, they don't get to have their advertisements reach more homes across the United States. So I'd rather see it be mainstream, but I don't want to see it die out. So I'm with you on that note. The two highest paying apps have been the two from the biggest companies, Yahoo. Hold on one second. We come back to that comment. Yahoo and NBC Watchback. Right? Lately. That's been the two applications that have paid the best lately. It's kind of ironic, right? You have to think about it like that, too. You've got major companies are building these applications or partnering with other companies to have these reward systems. So you guys really think that this paying application scene is going somewhere? No. That's why there's always going to be a place for this channel. It's an amazing opportunity for YouTube is to get into this kind of content on YouTube. It really is. Heard of people put it that way before. I had a fella call me out. Let me see here. I guess advertisers don't want people not paying attention to their ads. With farms, they may see it as paying out to people who aren't interested, just playing devil's advocate. I mean, once again, that's true at the end of the day. But we talked about this, so we have a couple of times. You can't force a person to watch these advertisements. That's what these companies have got to learn. They've got to understand this. Phone farmers unite, man. I'm just saying. Phone farmers unite. You got to unite with me on this because it's the truth. You can't force a person to watch an advertisement. You cannot make me watch an advertisement on YouTube, right? I'm so passionate about this topic. I really am. I don't watch... When you were a kid, did you watch the commercials unless it was about a freaking toy that were on cable television? Unless it was about a toy or something that you were really interested in. But what are you like now? I don't watch advertisements on YouTube. It's really got to be something that is up my alley that I really am interested in. Mr. Ecash, you do realize you're #1 on YouTube. If you're looking to make money, one of your videos always pops up. That's crazy, man. I appreciate that. I really do. I would like to think that I'm #1 whenever it comes to paying apps and websites. But I don't want to come off like a what do you call it, man? I don't want to come off big-headed about that. But I appreciate it. I really do. Back on this topic, man, because I am passionate about it. I don't watch advertisements on YouTube. I scroll down to the comments. It's the first thing that I do. Isn't that what you guys do in a lot of cases? You are #1. Don't you scroll down to the comments, though? Like, you go down to the comments, you bypass the advertisement, because what do you get out of it? Don't you hate the advertisements? So you've got to treat people good for them to care about your product. You've got to sit... This is why the reward systems have popped up. That was the whole point of the reward systems, is so people can drive that attention to their product. People are more likely to pay attention. This is why it's even popped up on the scene here, to be able to make money this way. It's what these companies are talking about in the background. They know that a lot of people, 99% of the people, do not want to sit here and look at these advertisements, right? And then beyond that, guys, they even know what we do with our computers. They're tracking what we're doing, whether it's with our mouse. They know if we scroll away from an advertisement, if we don't look at it. There is software that these guys use to detect every single reaction that we have to a website. And these guys out here, they're geniuses, man. They are geniuses. They know whenever you go over to a certain section of a website, they know when to put an advertisement in your face. These guys are masters of it. They've had years to get this right. And they know that in a lot of cases, people will not look at an advertisement. So how do they get people to look at an advertisement? They give them something for their time. They say, hey, if you look at this ad, you can have this. And then people look at the ads. I want a phone farm in every single household in the United States. Anyone that's got a computer and internet connection, you need a phone farm. And passive needs to stay. That's what I'm advocating for. You want me to start purchasing your products? Reward me decently? Bet you if I see something that I'm interested in, it'll get bought. Do you realize... Scroll down some. I guess that's the whole purpose of commercials. You take the time away from a show to go pee or something. Right. Go get something to eat, so they can't guarantee people are actually going to view the advertisement. That's what I used to do. I'd be watching my cartoons as a kid. The commercials would come on, and then that's the time to go and get food. You gotta run. You've got to get your bag of chips. You gotta get a drink, and you've got to get back before the show starts. That was cable television. Make it back before your show comes back on TV. That's everybody, man. How I notice it. Like Yoolotto apps, for example, as it grew, Yoolotto paid less. I used to make 25 cents per phone. Now I make 1 penny per phone on U applications. The word around is people are being paid better. So I'm going to be tossing a few more phones at Yoolotto, and I'm going to have some better information for that coming up in this upcoming Phone Farming Friday. I'm going to let you guys know my experience, what's happening with the Yoolotto applications. I'll tell you flat out this upcoming week. What apps does Yahoo own or run? It's a really good question. What apps do they own? Or people pay? One of the things that I do with these paying applications, the first thing that I do if I see an app, brand new application, in the Google Play Store, I go and I check out all of their apps. So, and I did that with the Yahoo Play app, and I think that is the only app that they have. I'm about 99.9% sure this has been a while ago that I installed the application to check it out and do the review here on my channel. I am number one. I'm going to stay number one. And people are going to come in and try and trump me for the number one spot. But I think I know, man. On the inside, I know I'm number one, man. That's all that really matters to me. We changed everything here on YouTube. And you can hate me all you want to. If some of these people out here, you can hate me all you want to. But we set a new pace here on YouTube. For the paying application and website scene, we really did. We took everything in a different direction. We brought creators, some bitter, some really awesome. We brought brand new creators to this platform. Being here, I brought brand new creators here. Some of them are bitter. Some of them are really cool. You know, and shout out to all the cool ones, man. I haven't heard much from Greg lately. I wonder where he's at. But he's alright. Done surveys where they watch where your eyes go on an ad. Alright, man. I got my little ramble and rant out here. I'll let you guys know the information out here on the scene for the PERK applications, at least what I know, and what my experience has been. And whenever I checked out Yoolotto, I was just kind of baffled that I've seen this much revenue in just referral bonuses. That's kind of mind-blowing to me. It really is, and it's a testimony that there are people that are out here that are still using it. So if it was dead, biggest point that I can make in this live stream, like I said, I'll be back in 45 seconds. Yeah, the biggest point, these comments are great, number one. Got the crown. Oh, man. Yeah, you guys are really cool. This has been an awesome stream so far. But yeah, the biggest point that I can make is you can see it right there in front of you. These are referral bonus earnings for the last so many weeks. I wonder how far this goes back. And we could break this down literally to how much I've made. Just from referral bonuses alone. So we're headed back to... We're at 128. Let's go back up here. February, March, and April. So you can see, what is it, like nothing for the second and third. Man, let's break this down, man. Let's look at it. So you've got the 28th and 29th, there was nothing. The 25th and 26th. It's a little bit suspicious, man. So the 24th, I had a couple there. The 20th, and then we didn't have anything on the 21st. 15th. So do you see like a trend here that there's a day where it doesn't earn and then there's a day that it does earn? It's kind of odd, man. So it didn't earn anything on the 5th. No earnings there. And it's like it bounces back and forth. If only you could pinpoint when these guys, when they pay and they're actually paying decently. You know, if you could get it down to a science and know when you would want to switch up your phones over to a different application and have it down to a science. But it just seems so random here. So the 12th, the 11th, the 10th, the 9th, the 8th, the 7th, 6th, 5th. This is like every day from here. But then up in this area, you've got some blank areas where the earnings were kind of spaced out here. Kind of ironic. The 2nd and the 3rd were like dead days. Dead days right here. Interesting, man. Very interesting. Look how much you made without referrals. Like how much I... Are you saying with referrals? That's what I've made with referrals. Still hitting them surveys. John Jar, I'm telling you, man, I've been wanting to get back to doing this live stream. If you just tuned in for the first time, I do a weekly live stream. I have been. doing a weekly live stream where I make money live. So I need to get back on the ball with that. But I tried doing some quick thought surveys. I was going to branch out into doing quick thought surveys more. And, of course, I set up an account, and I was one of the unlucky ones that was banned. Before I even did a survey, I was banned on quick thoughts. And I emailed their support. So I emailed quick thoughts, and I was like, why? I just started with this application. I've never used the app. I haven't even been able to earn with it. That's what I told them. And I was banned straight out of the gate. And I was just like, you guys don't even know who you just banned. You just don't even know who you banned. But I think they do this. What I think is they only want so many people with that because they pay out so well. They pay out so much. And then they've got a lot of people to do multiple accounts. So I think they try to limit people coming into their platform. And they'll be like, okay, we'll let this person in. Think about how many people probably go to Quick Thoughts knowing they can get $1 and then another $1 and $2. And then think about how many people have set up multiple accounts for Quick Thoughts. You know? And this is where some people get the short end of the stick here. And they can't even earn with the application because they don't want to let new people in. But man, what a jam-packed stream we just had. Wire management is key, my friend. It took me some time to accomplish that. Check Endless Rise phone farm as wire management. He has an epic phone farm. Everything is clean with this phone farm. Ecash, are you still hitting them surveys? We got that comment. Yeah, it's sad, man. It was sad with Quick Thoughts. It's pretty messed up. But I could come over to Vice, man. I mean, you guys want to check out this email from Vice? I can't do it. I'm not going to do it. I did email them. We could check out that email. Let me see where it's at. Let's go look at the email from Quick Thoughts. Let's see what they had to say for themselves. I never even responded to them either a second time. I thought about it. I was like, all right, yeah. Let me see here. Yeah, we'll check out the email from Quick Thoughts. But I'm not going to show you guys the email from Vice. Yeah, we won't do that. We're going to leave that one alone. It's right here? No. Oh, we're in the wrong email. Hold on, let me come over here. There we go. And now let's go to Quick Thoughts. I don't know if anybody caught that, but Vice is in there, man. Vice is definitely in there. Alright, let me see. Quick Thoughts. Look! Look! Do you see like I had a draft going here? I want you guys to see that, though. Look at the draft. It says, you guys do realize I host a... I just left it alone. I was like, you know what? No. I'm not even going to say that. You know, because these companies, they're going to burn their bridges with people, man. Where am I going to be with this channel in the next 5 years? You know, that's one thing to say. Where could I be with this Ecashsociety channel? Look where we made it within around a year with my main channel. We were at 10,000 subscribers. So if they burn a bridge, it's their own fault. But I like to give these guys the benefit of the doubt. And I was actually about to rephrase that because I was frustrated. I was like, man, I'm going to say some stuff I don't really want to say. And let's be polite to these guys. So I want to try and give them a second chance here. Not like I'm somebody that's like super freaking important here. But I want to try and give these guys a second chance. Unfortunately, the accuracy and attentiveness of your account activity has been flagged. And upon review of your account, We have been forced to suspend your account. As a member of our program, you may only have one account. Provide accurate profile information. This is just a freaking automated response here. This is a copy and paste response that this guy probably sends out to hundreds of people. Thank you for your email. We're sorry to hear you have had issues with your account. We are in the process of reviewing your account. And then why would I say accounts? Only have one account. We'll have to get you your survey accounts back in the next 2 to 3 business days. Just a bunch of garbage here. So, but hello, Ecashsociety. I don't even know, man. Who knows? It's a shame, though. It really is. And this is what I said. Hello, this is my second time trying to sign up with Quick Thoughts and trying to start earning. Each time I've tried, I'm always met with some sort of an issue. I am a U.S. resident. I would really like to start earning with this app, but upon just trying, the app boots me out. Can you explain why I'm having these issues? Thanks. Very, very polite email that I sent to these guys. I wasn't rude, you know. I'm just like, hey, what's going on? I can't even get started here. So, and that's been my experience with Quick Thoughts. So, kind of a shame, but I don't know. I know a lot of people, they've dealt with this as well. I'm excited for Vice, man. I keep thinking about this like every single day. And I spilt the beans in this freaking live stream. I really did, man. If Vice's Motherboard series does a video on phone farming, it will blow up. Oh, man. I'm telling you, it'll go nuts. People will go nuts. That's if they do it. Even if they do an article, think about how many thousands of people read their articles, man. And I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped. I want these guys to come out here. I want them to see my phone farm. And I want them to do a video. I really do, man. Because I just think it'd be phenomenal. It'd be a phenomenal video. But I think that's a pretty decent note to leave you guys on. If you didn't know and you're just tuning in, I am on Twitch. And I'm going to be over at Twitch a lot more often. We've been playing the Division 2 over at Twitch. Lots of interesting stuff. Just so you guys know, I will be live on the main channel tomorrow night. We're going to be live on the main channel tomorrow. And I've got something really interesting in store for the main channel. It's going to be pretty different. We're not going to be talking about trending YouTube topics, but we have something that's very unique that's planned out. And it's going to be me showing a ton of love to all of the people that have come and supported, to put down their support on my main channel, commented. You'll see tomorrow. That's pretty much, that's where I'm going to leave it. Because I want it to kind of be like a surprise and interesting. And I don't know, man. You guys might be able to talk me into a giveaway of some sorts as well. So, but I have something pretty interesting planned out for tomorrow. I think that's it, though. It's cool to see a Crypto Burn. I don't think I've ever seen you here on the channel, man. I'm glad that you joined in into our conversations here. Man, it's off the chain, man. It really is. That's it. That's it. So, final thoughts. Consider checking me out at Twitch. Lots of interesting gameplay is going to be over there. Pretty much, I can't promise every single day, but we're going to be live there pretty often. And then check out my main channel. If you've never checked out the main channel, it is Mr. E Media. Type in Ecashsociety, you're going to see me right there on the main channel as well with Mr. E Media. Guys, I think that's it. I really hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend. You're going to see me tomorrow as well, but I hope your Friday night is fantastic. I'm going to see you guys very, very soon. And on that note, I'm gone.